Hey everybody, it's Devil Hunter Legion here, coming at you with the Devil May Cry video, and today we're going to be talking about Devil Trigger. Contrary to popular belief, Devil Trigger is not the name of the demon form taken on by those with demonic power or lineage like demon hybrids. There are a few instances in the English versions of the game's manuals and art books that have called characters' devil forms Devil Trigger, but in the original Japanese versions they are simply called Majin or Devil Person. Devil Trigger is actually the process of releasing demonic power to enhance the user's abilities. In the Japanese version, Devil Trigger refers to the gauge itself. Devil Trigger also brings out the full potential of Devil Arms being used, as stated in the Devil May Cry 1 manual. For Dante, activating Devil Trigger causes him to transform into a demonic form. In this form, he has enhanced strength, speed, and healing. The general look of this devil form has red glowing eyes, red and black reptilian skin, and the wings sometimes act as a coat. He also gets a deeper echoing voice. Dante's first Devil Trigger actually happened in the manga when Rebellion was temporarily awakened. Dante took an incomplete demon form before both his sword and his inner demon went dormant again. His sclera turned black, his hands became claws, and his coattails began changing into wings, while vein-like markings covered his body. For a split second, he fully transformed, but we never get to see what the form looks like. In Devil May Cry 3, Dante fully Devil Triggers when Rebellion awakened after Virgil stabbed him with it. His devil form aesthetics changed slightly depending on the devil arm being used. He also gained new abilities such as flight due to the wings on the back of his hips that act as coattails when not in use. By the time of Devil May Cry, Dante completely transforms into the demon of the devil arm he was using. While in Devil Trigger, Dante automatically charges his firearms with demonic energy. For some reason during gameplay, his body would glow with the devil arm's energy, but only transformed when using an attack. It's unknown if this was a gameplay limitation or if this applies to the canon as well. In Devil May Cry 2, Dante has spiky hair and wings that are separate from the coat portion and simply fold behind his back when grounded. For some reason, he has Gatling guns in his hands. When low on health, Dante can enter a second, significantly more powerful form. In this form, Dante is significantly taller and has a more bestial appearance. He has four wings covered in shadows. He throws energy balls from his palms and attacks with blades that extend from his forearms that are seemingly made of demonic energy. He can also release large amounts of energy in either an omnidirectional wave or a direct beam. This form was originally unnamed, but had received the name Majin form from the English Devil May Cry 4 official website. This name would later be used in the English art books, but its Japanese name is Shin Majin, or True Devil form, and would later be known as Sin Devil Trigger in Devil May Cry 5. In Devil May Cry 4, Dante's demon form is similar to his Devil May Cry 3 version mixed with his Devil May Cry 2 version. His hide is mostly red and black with yellow energy flowing inside his chest. His hair is spiked back but is partially covered by a horn mask thing. He also no longer has the weird ass Gatling palms. In Devil May Cry 5, Dante's demon form looks mostly the same as his Devil May Cry 4 version, with minor changes to accompany the game's art style. Dante's wings act as his coattails when not in use, but are attached to his back rather than his hips. After absorbing the Devil Sword Sparta and Rebellion, Dante can take things a step further and activate his Sin Devil Trigger to enter his true form. For a short period of time, Dante can unleash massive amounts of power. In gameplay, he does not heal and it is unseen whether this applies to the canon or not. Dante's true devil form and Devil Sword Dante came with the ability to conjure demonic swords to assist him in battle. These swords seem to be a Devil Trigger special ability as they are passive while Devil Trigger is active and use 2 bars of the Devil Trigger gauge to use while in his human form. Virgil's Devil Trigger in his younger years acted much like Dante's, transforming him to his devil form and increasing his strength, stamina, speed, and amps the potency of his abilities. His Devil Trigger is also affected by the devil arms he has equipped. Interestingly, he has a scabbard attached to his left arm for Yamato. It is unconfirmed if this is Yamato's scabbard attaching itself to his demon form, or if Virgil's demon form developed this appendage for Yamato, as no other character is shown with the arm sheath. He also gains a deeper echoing voice. He has 4 wings on the back of his hips that also act as a coat when not in use. Ironically, he never actually uses these wings. As of Devil May Cry 5, Virgil's Devil Trigger transforms him into his true devil form, as opposed to the middle ground form Dante has. In this form, Virgil has a tail that, much like his Devil May Cry 3 wings, isn't ever used for anything. In this form, his strength, speed, regeneration, and stamina are all amped to match Dante's in power, and gains the ability to create a spectral copy of himself from demonic energy. Unlike Dante, Virgil's true devil form heals him. Nero's Devil Trigger initially relied on Yamato as a catalyst and manifested a specter or ghost instead of transforming him physically, although he did get a deeper echoing voice and glowing red eyes. This ghost used Yamato as a weapon and attacked in sync with Nero. While Devil Trigger was active, Nero could regenerate health and fire summoned swords to accompany his blue rose shots. His Devilbringer abilities were also all enhanced as well, including stronger and extended busters. He also gained a pulsating aura that grew with intensity depending on the charge of Red Queen. In Devil May Cry 5, Nero was able to tap into his own demonic power without relying on a devil arm. This time, Nero physically transforms into a demon with all the usual ability boosts that come with Devil Trigger. Rather than having a ghost that attacks with Yamato, Nero now has spectral arms that claw at the enemies with swings to match his sword strikes. He once again gets summoned swords to fire with Blue Rose. Nero can also create a sword from energy that he can perform maximum bet with. Overall, it seems like Nero's DT's special ability revolves around making energy constructs. Lucia's Devil Trigger transforms her into a humanoid bird demon. Her skin turns black, her eyes glow blue. Most of her body is covered in white feathers. She is able to fire these as long-range attacks and can summon meteors to rain down on her enemies. For some reason, her swords transform into energy constructs, matching the color of her currently equipped elemental heart. Since Trish is a full demon and is always in her true form, Devil Trigger simply gives her an electric aura. It heals her, amps all of her abilities, and imbues them with lightning. V's Devil Trigger is the most unique scene in the series so far. Activating his Devil Trigger will heal V and summon Nightmare, the strongest of his familiars. Devil Trigger will also revive any stalemated familiars at the time of activation. He can use his demonic power to grant Griffin and Shadow their own Devil Trigger-like state for a strength amp. Enemies on Dante Must Die mode can activate Devil Trigger as well, granting them enhanced strength, durability, and increased aggression. I want to give a shout out to David Hayter on the Devil May Cry wiki for translations and kind of helping me fact check some of the stuff regarding the translations. This is the annoying YouTube part where I ask you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hey everybody, I know this is my first video, but I do have a Patreon, and if you can contribute and you feel like the content I'm making here is something that you're interested in, definitely feel free to leave me a little something behind. Thank you.